Good afternoon, students. I hope everybody is doing good. Today also we are continuing with the same chapter of geography, which is chapter 5th, Rims of Earth. So, previously we have studied about continents and oceans. Today we are going to study more about the other water bodies. Now, let us start with the first one, which is seas. Now, students, what is the meaning of sea? See the explanation it's given. A sea is a large body of saline water that may be connected with an ocean. What is a sea? A sea is a large body of saline water. So, sea is also a kind of water body. Okay, students? Sea is also a kind of water body and it is generally very large in size. That is why it is known as large body. Of saline water. Saline means salty water. In sea, generally you will find salty water, and the sea is connected to ocean. Okay, it may be connected to ocean. So what is a sea? A sea is a large water body and it consists of saline water and it may be connected to any ocean. Like you have studied about 5 oceans, right? So some seas are there which are connected to oceans also. Now there are many example of seas that we can see, like Mediterranean Sea, Caribbean Sea, the South China Sea, the Arabian Sea, etc. And many more seas are also there, right? Now, coming to the second water body, which is a bays. Now, what is bays? See the explanation. These are defined as a body of water partially enclosed by a land but with a wide mouth affording access to the sea. Now, students, what is a bay? There is a diagram, you see, sorry, not diagram, there is a picture in your book. You see the picture, it is given bays. In that, you will find that there is a water body, means there is a water area. Suppose this is the water area, okay, and it is written that water body primarily enclosed by a land, means suppose this is the water body, right? This is the water body. Now here it is completely land area, it is enclosed with land, okay, but with a wide mouth affording access to sea, means here all the part it's covered with land, but the front part, okay, the front part is your completely your sea, okay. It means that here it is the water body and this part will be full of land, and here the front part will be open, and here your sea will be there, okay. So that is the area, means this area, particularly this area is known as your bay, okay. So now there are various bays, okay. You can see in the book beta example of bay. There are many kind of bay, like Bay of Bengal, Hudson Bay, Bay of Biscay, etc. Okay. Now coming to the third one, which is gulfs. Now what is gulf? See, a gulf is an arm of a sea or ocean partly enclosed by land. Now, what is a gulf, Peter? A gulf is an arm of a sea or ocean partly enclosed by land. So, a gulf is an arm of sea, means it is a small part of sea, like this, like a small part of sea is there, which is partly enclosed by land, means not completely but half, okay. Partly it is enclosed by land, okay. There are many gulfs such as Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of Oman, Gulf of Panama. There are many kind of gulfs. Okay, students, you can see the example of seas, bays and gulfs, and you can see the pictures also in internet. You will understand it well. Okay, so search out the picture in Google about different seas which you are studying here. Okay, different kinds of bays, which is the name given. Okay, you search it in the internet and you see the pictures of this, and then you will understand how does it look, right? You search all about this, right, in internet, in Google, okay. Now coming to the fourth point, which is straits. Now strait is also a kind of water body. What is a strait? How does it look? See, strait is what? A narrow channel. Narrow means very thin, patla sa, narrow channel of water It is a not broad channel beta, but it is a very narrow channel, like very thin. Okay, it is very broad, right? This channel is very broad, but this is very thin. So like this, the thin channel, okay, connecting sea or a part of ocean are known as a strait. Means it is a narrow channel of water which is connecting sea or a part of ocean. There is a narrow channel, okay, there is a narrow, very thin area of water. Means here the water is flowing and it connects two region, one region here and two region here. So example is given here beta. Park Strait. Park Strait is a strait that connects the region between India and Sri Lanka. Okay, India is here and suppose Sri Lanka is here. So there is Park Strait, thin line, and this is like water body. Okay, so the narrow channel where the water is flowing here completely, water line is there, narrow channel, and this is known as your Park Strait. Okay, which is connecting India and Sri Lanka. Okay, so these are the other water bodies which we have seen. Okay, so you search about all these names and all these types of water bodies in Google and you see the pictures of all of them. Okay, now moving to the next, which is your atmosphere. Now students, let us understand the topic atmosphere. What is atmosphere? See the point. The air around the whole earth is known as atmosphere. Now students, you can see the earth, right? You have the air around you. So the air around the whole earth means the air which is covering whole earth, that is known as your atmosphere. Okay, atmosphere is like a thick blanket around the earth, like it is a thick blanket, like towards the sky. If you will see, it feels like it is a very thick blanket, मतलब आपके earth के surface में बेटा. Okay, there is a thick blanket of air and that thick blanket of air is known as your atmosphere, right? Now atmosphere extends to about 100 kilometers above the earth's surface. Means it is about extends, मतलब फैला हुआ है बेटा. The atmosphere is extended, वो फैला हुआ है कितने एरिया में, hundreds of kilometer above the earth surface. अर्थ के सरफेस में वो हजारों किलोमीटर में फैला हुआ है पूरा जो हमारा एटमॉस्फेयर है. ओके, नाउ सी द सेकेंड पॉइंट. It is dense at the surface of the earth and the density keeps decreasing as we go higher above the surface. Beta, if we go higher and higher, the density, okay, the density of the atmosphere becomes less. Means if you will be at the lower place, अगर आप नीचे होगे, then the density, the heaviness, okay, the density and the heaviness of the air will be much. But as you go higher and higher, the density and the air will become very light, very light. Okay, so the density will decrease, it will reduce. As you go higher and higher, it will reduce. Okay, जैसे जैसे आप ऊपर जाएंगे वैसे ही जो एटमॉस्फेयर का डेंसिटी है वो रिड्यूस होता जाएगा, कम होता जाएगा. इट विल बिकम मोर लाइट एंड द डेंसिटी विल रिड्यूस. ओके, so that is about atmosphere. Okay, so atmosphere is the air which is present around our earth, right? Now coming to the layers of atmosphere. Now students, there are various layers of atmosphere. Okay, now starting from the bottom, okay, we are starting from bottom and then we will go towards top. Now there are many layers beta, one layer, two layer, three layers and different layers of atmospheres are there. Okay, all these are air. ओके, सभी में एयर होता है बेटा, बट वो लेयर्स में होते हैं. ठीक है, तो अब हम देखेंगे कि इन लेयर्स को किस नामों से जाना जाता है. सो स्टार्टिंग विद द बॉटम वन, सबसे नीचे से शुरू करते हैं. First layer is your troposphere. I'm not talking about the top layer. I'm talking about the bottom layer, जो सबसे नीचे है. Okay, so troposphere, which is at the bottom, troposphere. Then उसके ऊपर आता है बेटा stratosphere. Then comes your mesosphere. Then comes your ionosphere. Then your thermosphere, and then your exosphere. Okay, so starting from the bottom, we go towards the top. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. These are the names of various layers of atmosphere. Okay, Now, coming to the composition of the atmosphere. Now, what the atmosphere contains, मतलब atmosphere में कौन कौन से gases होते हैं, because it is all made up of air. So we will see what kind of gases are present in atmosphere. Now students, you are very well aware that there are different kinds of gases which are present around us. So the most important gas is what? Oxygen and carbon dioxide, right? Oxygen is essential for human being and carbon dioxide for animals and plants. Okay, now the plants make their food using this gas and sunlight by a process known as photosynthesis. You very well know that the plant use carbon dioxide, okay, and with the use of carbon dioxide plus sunlight, the plant make food, and that process is known as your photosynthesis. You have studied about this process many times, right? Now there are other gas called the nitrogen. There are many kind of other gases which are present in atmosphere. For example, nitrogen. So what is the work of nitrogen, beta? Nitrogen helps in converting the biological material into different forms of fertilizers, like your any biological material, okay? Like for example, if I'll tell you, like if any for example, if anything are there, like microorganism, insects are there, okay, so if they die, okay, after their death, okay, they start decaying, वो सड़ना start हो जाता है, then it became decay, and they slowly get mixed with the soil, एंड वो सॉइल के साथ मिलके क्या बन जाते हैं बेटा? दे आर यूज्ड एज अ फर्टिलाइजर्स, ओके. सो मेनी बायोलॉजिकल मटेरियल आर देयर. आई हैव गिवन यू वन और टू एग्जांपल. देयर आर मेनी काइंड ऑफ अदर बायोलॉजिकल मटेरियल which actually mix up, means they generally, what happens, their life ends, and after that they start decaying, and after decaying it gets mixed with the soil, and then it turns into fertilizer, which is helpful for plant and your trees and your crop cultivation also, right? Now coming to the next point, which is there are other gases also in the atmosphere around you, like ozone, hydrogen, helium, etc. There are more kinds of gases, okay. These are few examples only, okay. Now for example, water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, okay. So there are two gases, hydrogen and oxygen. So water is made up of both the gases. The combination of two gas makes water, right? So here we can understand how many types of gases are present in our atmosphere, okay, and what is their use. Now coming to the next important point, which is your importance of atmosphere. Now students, what is the importance of atmosphere? Atmosphere हमें किस तरह से help करते हैं, what is their importance? Let us understand this now. Now start with the first point. It is written, it mostly provides us with the gases to survive. Now as I told you that, see, in this I have told you that there are different kind of gases which are present: oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen, helium. There are many kind of gases which are present in our atmosphere. So generally atmosphere contains many gases, and that gases is useful for the survival of plants, animals, human being, etc. Without those gas we cannot survive, right? Now the second is, it prevents all the heat from the sun to reach the earth. Now you are very well aware of this beta, that from sun, okay, from sun the various UV rays are passed, मतलब ultraviolet rays, जो बहुत सारे हार्मफुल रेज होते हैं बेटा, जो सन से जो रेज निकलता है, बहुत सारे रेज होते हैं जो ह्यूमन बींग के लिए, या फिर आप कह लो जब अर्थ में वो रिफ्लेक्ट होते हैं. सो मेनी गैसेस आर देयर विच आर यूजफुल, जो अच्छा होता है, बट मेनी गैसेस आर देयर विच आर डेंजरस, विच आर नॉट गुड फॉर people, which are not good for other organism, and those kind of rays are your UV rays, which is known as your ultraviolet rays. So अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज होता है बेटा जो सन से आता है, ठीक है, वो रेज सन से आता है एंड वो हमारे लिए हार्मफुल होता है। तो जब एटमॉस्फेयर होता है, ओके, एटमॉस्फेयर मैंने आपको बताया बहुत सारे लेयर्स होते हैं, ठीक है, तो सन का जो रे जब आता है तो उनको जो एटमॉस्फेयर का जो लेयर है ना उसको क्रॉस करके करते हुए अर्थ की तरफ आना पड़ता है। सो जो अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज हैं वो क्रॉस करके नहीं आ पाते हैं। सम रेज आर देयर विच रीच, ओके, यूवी रेज बहुत सारे होते हैं जो अर्थ तक आते हैं, बट नॉट ऑल द रेज, ओके। सारे हीट या फिर सारे जो गर्माहट होती है, जो वो एटमॉस्फेयर का जो लेयर है उसके वजह से हमें वो सारी हीट अर्थ तक नहीं मिलती, जिसके वजह से हम प्रोटेक्टेड रहते हैं। अदरवाइज अगर ये लेयर्स नहीं होते तो सन का जो सारा हीट होता वो डायरेक्टली अर्थ के ऊपर आता एंड वहाँ पे लिव या फिर सरवाइव करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता उस, बिकॉज इट वुड बिकम वेरी hot and there are many harmful rays also which comes from sun, so it becomes harmful for us, it will become harmful if there will not be any atmosphere. So atmosphere is there are different layers, that is why it prevents all the heat, मतलब सारे heat को अर्थ तक पहुंचने वो नहीं देता है, कुछ कुछ वापस रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाते हैं, राइट। Okay, now coming to the third one, which is the atmosphere help in movement of water vapor in the form of clouds. Now you can see beta atmosphere on top air, okay, generally there is movement of water vapor. Beta what are clouds? Clouds are water vapor itself, okay, clouds are वाटर वेपर इटसेल्फ, जो नीचे से पानी होता है वो इवेपोरेट होता है एंड इट बिकम्स वाटर वेपर, वाटर वेपर बन जाता है, तो वाटर वेपर बन के दे टर्न इनटू cloud and that cloud remains in our atmosphere, okay. Now next and the last is it helps in maintaining the temperature on the earth. beta atmosphere as I told you it prevents all the heat from the sun, मतलब वो सारे heat rays को अर्थ तक पहुंचने नहीं देता है, कुछ कुछ रेज होते हैं जो वापस रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाते हैं, वापस आ जाते हैं, वो अर्थ तक नहीं पहुंच पाते, जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है अर्थ का जो टेम्परेचर रहता है वो बैलेंस होता है। अगर सारे ही जो सन के रेज हैं, अगर सभी सन के रेज अगर अर्थ तक पहुंच गए तो अर्थ बहुत ही ज़्यादा गर्म हो जाएगा और वहाँ पे लाइफ सस्टेन नहीं कर पाएगी। तो एटमॉस्फेयर जो रहता है बेटा वो एक तरह से प्रोटेक्ट करता है सन के रेज को अर्थ तक पहुंचने के लिए। तो सभी तरह के, ओके, सन के रेज बहुत तरह के होते हैं ना, डिफरेंट सन रेज आर देयर, सो सन रेज डज नॉट रीच मेनी, इट प्रिवेंट्स ऑल द हीट, मतलब सारे ही हीट नहीं पहुंचती है। देयर आर few rays which reflect back, they don't come to earth, they cannot come to earth due to the atmospheric layers, okay. So this is the importance of atmosphere, right? Now coming to the next, which is your biosphere. Now students, this is the last topic of this chapter, let us understand this. Now what is the meaning of biosphere? Now students, you have studied about in this chapter, right, in this chapter you have studied about what is lithosphere, what is hydrosphere, and what is atmosphere. You have studied, right? Lithosphere means your land area, hydrosphere means your water bodies, atmosphere means your air and gases. So all these three components together, like lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, means your land, water and air, right? Lithosphere is known as your land area, hydrosphere is known as your water area, and atmosphere is known as your air and gases. So all the three things together are known as your biosphere. Together, all the three together, three have jointly helped to create biosphere, means all the three things together are known as your biosphere, okay beta. Now, what is the meaning of biosphere? Let us study this. Biosphere means the living world in which we live beta, because for living we require land also, we require water also, we require air also. So it is our living world and all together it is known as what? Biosphere. Okay. Now, see the second point. Okay. It includes all the living objects on earth from microorganism to everything which is the part of plant and the animal world. So beta, biosphere means the place which we are living. It consists like the earth, you can see it has land also, it has water also, it has air also. So together all these three components are known as your biosphere. So biosphere is a place where the life exists. Okay, and it also includes living objects. Living objects means your living organism. Okay, like your microorganism, and फ्रॉम माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म, छोटे से छोटे माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म से लेकर बड़े से बड़े प्लांट, एनिमल एंड ऑल द बीइंग्स, ह्यूमन बीइंग्स टुगेदर दे लिव इन दिस बायोस्फीयर. ओके, नाउ the next point is this could be underwater or on soil, even those which are in the air. So many are there, beta, many living organisms are there which are underwater, like your fish, different kind of underwater animals are there. Okay, and some are there microorganism who live on soil. Some are there who are airy birds, like your birds. Okay, they need air. So there are different living objects on earth. Okay, some live underwater, some live on earth, some live on air, some live on land. Okay, so they all live together, and that place where they all live together is known as your biosphere. That is why it is known as your living world, where the people live and the life can sustain. That is known as your biosphere, right? Now the last pointer says is the word, it's not world beta, it's word. Okay, L will not come. So the word bios find its origin in Greek word bio, means the word bios, biosphere it is written, right? So the word bios, okay, has been derived from Greek word bio. कहाँ से आया बेटा ये जो word है, ये जो शब्द है वो कहाँ से आया है? From the Greek word bio. And what is the meaning of bio? Bio means life. Okay, bio means your life. So बायो का मतलब है लाइफ. सो बायोस्फीयर एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे लाइफ एग्जिस्ट करता है. इट इज़ अ लिविंग वर्ल्ड वेयर ऑल द three components are found: your lithosphere, your hydrosphere and atmosphere, means your land, water, air, and all the three components are present all together and they are known as your biosphere. So biosphere is a living world where the all the living objects live. Okay, so this is the meaning of beta biosphere, right? So in this chapter we studied about lithosphere, we studied about continents, then we studied about hydrosphere, then we studied about many oceans, other water bodies, and we also studied about atmosphere. And the last topic of this chapter was biosphere. Okay, so your chapter ends here. This is the end of this chapter beta. Thank you.